It's a great day in South Carolina. This is Karen with Xanadu Muse, and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you stick around. Maybe hit that like button. Maybe hit the subscribe button. Maybe leave a comment if YouTube allows you to. Sometimes YouTube doesn't. And since I've got a kid's book sitting on the table, even though this video is not for kids, it might take away the comments because there's a kid's book sitting on the table. Anyway, today's video is a little bit different than the videos I've been uploading, even though they have been sporadic. I have been uploading just hauls because they are easy. I'm done taking the easy way out. I am going to take the hard way out. Hard way out? Wah, 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 wah. I'm going to give I have a project share for you today. And please excuse my wording. Some of my wording becomes salad words. That was on Boston Legal and amused me. Anyway, this project is a glue book, a Halloween glue book, or journal, whatever you want it to be, called Inspired by Nicole, and her channel is Relax Cut Glue. She always says glue. And I will leave the link in the description below. She used a traditional little golden book, which is this size. You see the difference. Hers was Scooby-Doo. And I was going to originally use this one, the monster at the end of the book, with our lovable Grover. But then I saw Walmart had this book. It's the big golden book with The Nightmare Before Christmas for $4.98. So I snagged it. And this is what it looks like before I ripped it up. Kind of, sort of, because this is actually not the same book. This is a different title, but you get the picture. This is The Haunted Mansion. So with that said, let me explain how I did it. I'm not going to show you how I did it. It's not a tutorial how to do it. If you want to see how it's done, I will, the link is in the description, as I said. Because, you know, no reason to invent the wheel. So, first things first, I needed the book. Then I needed the way to bind it. And I used the rings. I have two of these machines. I have the Popular Cinch and the Popular Zutter, otherwise known as a Bind-It-All, I think. I don't remember the name. I think they call it something else. Which one did I use? I used both. I like to use the cinch to punch the holes. Here's the cinch. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the cinch. Let's see, it comes right there. It's got the little hooky things. And you stick your item in here, and then you push the lever, and you punch it. The holes are actually holes, circles. And you can use these pegs, and you can decide which holes don't get punched and which do. I like the way this punches better, and it punches thicker stuff better. But I like the way it closes the rings better using this machine. This machine is cheaper. You close the rings by putting the rings in here. After you move this little knob until you get to the size you want, squeeze this handle and squash, the rings close. This does a perfect O. This one has like a point to it. The reason I don't like the hole punching in this is because you have to stick the paper down and it lifts this up, and it is rectangles. There's nothing wrong with the rectangles at all. I just prefer the circles. No reason. It's just me. But it's very hard to maneuver unless you have an extra pair of hands. Which one do I recommend buying? Oddly enough, it's actually this one. And the reason is because even though this one's a little bit more cumbersome to do the punching, your project looks nicer at the end. And that's what it's all about. The end product. It's a little bit more inconvenient, but it looks better. So, I said that, but I still kind of messed it up. Because I just did. I don't know if you can tell, this one right here is a little pointy, while these are a little bit more rounded. This is usually what the cinch does. I don't know if you can tell. And this is more of the Zutter. Anyway, The first problem was I used the wrong size rings. I used 1 inch, and I should have used 1 1/4, and I had to order it off of Amazon, so I had to wait for it and then take the whole book apart. The second thing is, when I punched the back cover the first time, I messed up. Here's the original back cover. You can see I didn't push the cover back in, and I cut it at the ends. So there you go. I had to make a new cover from scratch. I used mat board. You know, the stuff that you mat your pictures and your frames. A long time ago, Hobby Lobby used to sell packages of those, of the cast-offs, and I bought a lot of it. And one piece is not as thick as this, because it's pretty thick, so I glued 2 pieces together. And then I covered it with a fat quarter. This is one of the fat quarters I bought, and then I bought this one. And I apologize if this is upside down, because I keep turning it around, and I know on the screen right now it looks upside down to you, but I'm going to flip it. But I'm showing a whole bunch of different things, and some things might end up upside down, and I do apologize for that. For now, I'm going to try to keep it here, so this is how I'm going to flip it. So this is going to look right side to you when it gets flipped in the editing. That's the only part of the editing I'm going to do. So I gutted the book. I gutted this book. I cut pages out. These pages are sewn in. Let me show you. See, here I go. This is upside down. Let me show you. Oh my goodness. And here is an example of these being sewn. Oh, there they are. Can you see the stitching? I think there's a better one with darker pages. Knit, knit, knit. Knit, knit. Oh, there you go. Darker pages, white. I popped these stitches out, pulled the pages out, trimmed it all up, did the corners and the fat quarter of Jack's head. Hold on just a moment. And then I got a whole bunch of other little fun stuff to stick inside. And as I was doing that, the corners kind of got a little rough. I said in my southern accent, even though I'm not from the South. I live in the South. I'm from Cincinnati, but I live in South Carolina. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and I got these. These are out of the wood section. I could have got the photo corners, but these are like much cheaper, even when they were on sale. Much cheaper. I think the person accidentally gave me the sale price, and they shouldn't have. I realized that when I saw it on the receipt later. I need a drink. And let me show you what I filled this book up with besides the pages. The pages stayed in order. I found this coloring book at Wally World. Well, it's upside down. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. I pulled it apart and pulled out the pages I wanted to use. And these are the leftovers. These are mostly like, I think they call them wallpaper color pages. So yeah, these are the ones I did not use. Then I took out of my little stash, I took the Day of the Dead coloring book. Upside down, sorry. I've had this one forever. I got this one from Joann's. And then I just got this one from Ollie's. It was 88 cents. And I pulled that, and I used every page out of that. I did not use every page out of this one. As you can see, there's some left. And I think there was one other thing I used. I used one of these sticker books, which Nicole from Relax Cut Glue used as well. And I want to think, did I use one more other thing? We will find out. I can't remember. So let's open the book. And there's the inside. This is the opening page exactly how it is. And this is, okay, I'm going to, instead of naming the coloring pages over and over again, I'm going to say Nightmare for this one. I'm going to say Day of Dead for this one. I'm going to say Skull for this one. And I'm going to say Face for this one, which is Dollar Tree. Did I mention that was at the Dollar Tree? I don't know. So, Nightmare. Oh, then when I say gold, I'm going to say golden for the actual page. Golden. Golden. Nightmare. Skull. Oh, scrap paper. Double-sided. I believe it was from Michael's. Dollar Tree card. That's pretty good. I think I paid a penny for it. Nightmare. The envelope. The Day of the Dead. Nightmare. Day of Dead. Skull. I like to have the skulls have the colors. Nightmare. Skull. Day of Dead. Face. Nightmare. Day of Dead, yeah. Day of Dead is single-sided. Skull. Face. Nightmare. Golden. Are you okay, AJ? Are you okay? Puppy had a cough. Skull. Scrapbook page. Day of Dead. Skull. Nightmare. Golden. Scrapbook page. Face. Day of Dead. Nightmare. Skull. Card. Day of Dead. Nightmare. Golden. Scrapbook page. Nightmare. This is double spread. Nightmare. The envelope to the card. Day of Dead. Skull. Golden. Nightmare. Skull. Day of Dead. Face. Nightmare. Envelope to card. Golden. Card. Face. Nightmare. Day of Dead. Face. Nightmare. Another double spread. Nightmare. Skull. Day of Dead. Nightmare. Golden. Scrapbook. Nightmare. Skull. Day of Dead. Scrapbook. Card. Golden. Nightmare. Day of Dead. Skull. This one, I did it backwards. You can see I still have the perforation. I didn't trim the perforation. Yes, I had to trim some of these up. Face. Nightmare. Golden. Day of Dead. Face. Nightmare. Scrapbook, which does not look like it's on properly. That's okay. Day of Dead. Nightmare. Skull. Golden. Scrapbook. So I think this came from Tuesday morning. Most of it's recollections though. Nightmare. Skull. Dollar Tree card. Nightmare. Golden. Nightmare. Day of Dead. Skull. Nightmare. Scrapbook. Golden. Another card envelope. Nightmare. Double spread. And this is the Day of Dead. Scrapbook. Nightmare. Skull. And the last page. And then this is the Day of... I'm sorry. This is the nightmare. Now, you may have noticed, going through here, some of those pages have rips, but they weren't rips, they were cuts. And I didn't do it to all of them. I only did it to the coloring pages. So, for example, this one, I could take this out. And then I could put it back in. You don't want to do this like 3 million times. And the reason I did it only to the color pages is so I can take it out, color, and then put it back in. And how did I do that? Oh my goodness, it is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let me find one. Okay. So. Alright. All you do is take a pair of scissors and snip, 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 snip the holes. That's all you do. This hole right here was an oops. It was supposed to be 12 holes, and I accidentally cut a hole in the cover, the front cover. And so I had to put 13 holes in every page, and I had to use a hole punch. And the hole punch was a smaller hole, so I had to make a couple extra holes. And then dingling me managed to cut 14 holes in the back cover. And I wasn't going to add another hole to everybody else. So it is the back cover. It is at the bottom. You can't see it. I do need to tighten these right here up. And it was my fault because I kept playing with it. So I'm to blame for this because usually it does not do this. Yeah. So that is the project share. Now, I collected all kinds of goodies for it. I found all the magazines that are in October. I have tons of magazines. I mean, tons. Like, let's see. I looked at all these tons of, I'm sorry, backwards. So, here's all my magazine pages. And then this is part of my ephemera from October. And then, I believe I shared this before. I don't remember if I did. This is a pattern book, which, by the way, it says not for resale. I always say this, but guess what? Hobby Lobby sold it. If you go to the very back, look at all these delicious costumes. And I got 2 of them. So, if I want to take Harley Quinn out, I won't lose whatever these people are. Star Wars, and I don't know who the rest of these people are. So I got 2 of them. $4 for this big, big catalog of tons and tons of people. Some more little scrapbooks. I got some washi tape. I know you guys don't need a washi tape. Stickers, stamps, punches, and ribbon, and did I say stamps? And just little other ephemera pieces, stencils, die cuts, whatever. And I'm going to have some fun in this book. Now, if it gets too chunky and I cannot close it because it is 1 1/4 inches, I will take the cards and the envelopes out. I will have to snip though, because I'm not going to pull it apart. I will snip, 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 and take it out. Well, that concludes this video. I apologize. It was all over the place. It is midnight, and I just want to get it done. I'm going to the fair tomorrow, if I don't have a headache. Until next time, stay calm and get your heart on. Bye for now.